Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Play On Podcast. This is your host, Jerry Jesse. This is episode 114, and we're excited to bring you this episode after, it's, it just brings me so much joy to say that football was saved this past Saturday. It brought a tear to my eyes. It just made me so happy because it was literally the tilting point between making this entire year ruined for me and, potentially life.
I would have stopped watching football, dude.
Yeah, it was great, dude. The football god came down and saved the world. They stopped the terrorists from winning.
Oh
They,
my
they
God. Yeah, it was you were nervous because you texted me saying what you said something along the lines like, dude, it's too close. I'm getting nervous. These things are not gonna go right. But yeah, we'll just get started. Arsenal had I wouldn't say dream start. I was talking to you about this, but Arsenal scored first in the fifth minute. Then PSG got a penalty. They went extra times, penalties, PSG won. But I was telling you this yesterday. I think the worst thing that could have happened to Arsenal was that goal early on. I think it just sure they maybe wanted it, but they just amounted so much pressure on them because they didn't really create anything after that. And at that point, it was just PSG trying to pretty much break them down. Because you know for a fact they weren't going to change their game plan. They got the one goal. Maybe they get a counter attack and get a second goal. But Luis Enrique was going to be able to make adjustments, and they did right away in the second half. There was a lot more penetration from PSG, and they were able to get more chances. The Kvaratskhelia penalty. But I mean, I'm not mad at it. By the way, that goal should it have been taken away?
because you were saying about what was it, the offsides, right? Or
No, the
the Kai Havertz one?
yeah, the Kai Havertz goal. I think that's a handball.
Well, listen, Jerry, as we all know, Arsenal have lived off this entire year of preying off refs. Because if it's funny because I've been sending you so many things from Twitter. It's been great this past couple days. But someone actually compared the reactions for both sides for Arsenal when the what was it for the penalty call that they had for no Noni Madueke where he was literally grabbing Nuno Mendes and dragged himself down. How the entire bench and Mikel Arteta went to the fourth official, Declan Rice and everyone else jumped the ref and just tried to basically pressure him into making a call. But when Saka, the supposed star boy, the what did they say better than Messi, the Ballon d'Or favorite, the next gen superstar, all these crazy thing. When he handball and disappeared for the rest of the game, uh, no one like that in PSG reacted because they're like we're
They
gotta
did
focus on the game.
react, but they kind of gave it up. Like, all right, the ref's not
And
going to do anything. Let's just continue.
yeah, immediately after, like it was like okay, oh, it's a handball. Okay, nothing. We got to move on. But like Arsenal kept going
They
at it
were
for like,
begging, bro. They wanted that penalty. They wanted to just get out of jail free card.
yeah, the Champions League is different than the Premier League. They're not gonna, bend the rules to let you win, as we've seen.
At first, the ref was giving me weird vibes because of how he didn't call that a penalty. He didn't annul the Arsenal goal. And it was weird. But then the ref started taking notice on how long Arsenal was taking for like throw-ins, goal kicks, everything. He took
Corners,
note of
yeah,
it, corners. And he legit warned, I think, what was it,
Saka.
Mosquera. He warned them before the half. Oh, yeah, we'll get to that too. He warned them before the half because they did. Saka had the ball, then Mosquera grabbed the ball to take the throw in, and then Mosquera left it, and then Declan Rice took it. And I saw the ref talking to him and warned them.
Hmm.
Then that whole they didn't let him take the corner before the end of the half happened, which again,
Yeah,
good on the ref. He was taking notice that they were taking too long. When the second half happened, they got their first throw, and Mosquera was taking his sweet time, and the ref's like, "No, enough of this," and just gave him a yellow card. And people were like blown away that, "Oh, it's this? Why is they doing it this early?" I'm like, "They've been doing this from the first minute. He has to
yeah,
do it, and it's perfect."
yeah. Because it's something that they've done in the Premier League all year long to basically waste time. Because as we all know, they just defend the entire game, and so basically they've been drawing it out, playing anti-football, and then Yeah, that's like I'm you said in the before half, he had mentioned multiple times to Saka, "Oh, hurry up there in the corner kicks," because Saka literally drags go over there to get in position, and he was trying to like he told him already when the corner kick it was like already time, and then he literally took like 30 seconds to get there, so he's like, "Nah, we're half is over. You're not taking the kick. You took 30 seconds to get there. I'm not gonna allow this."
Like you would want to be rushing that kick because he's giving you one last attack. Do it because he could end it, and he's more than well justified to end it. But they were
Yeah,
mind blown that they did. Only
yeah.
them. Only them. But yeah, apparently like UEFA was really satisfied with this ref's performance. What about you? What'd you think?
There were some calls that, as you said, that I wasn't happy about, but I think overall he didn't allow Arsenal to get away with what they get away with in the Premier League, and that's always a big plus for me because I'm always against them. But he actually had a very good, I want to say, above average performance from what we've seen from the refs this year, especially. We always complain about refs being horrendous. This guy was actually pretty decent.
I say I give it. I don't think I give it too much praise. I do give him praise for what he was doing with Arsenal, not letting him waste time, like you said. But I don't like the handballs that weren't called any of them because Saka touched the ball 3 times with his hand. He was playing Game 7 before it even started, Jesse. That was the same day.
Dude, I told you that's a new logo.
I know, but yeah, I think it was an all right performance. I think six is
Yeah,
it's a
decent.
it's a it's pretty decent, you know. But again, it's not too bad. I think it would have been a lot worse. Same thing. Again, Arsenal wasn't helping their case because a lot of diving. The Madueke. I think the bigger one is the Louis Skelly one. Like he was under a lot of pressure. He wasn't comfortable all game, and he just throws himself on the ground and he calls a foul. I'm like, come on, you got to see through that.
Yeah, dude, I think they were comparing to SGA of how they were playing
But the
because
whole
it's
squad.
the whole squad. Yeah, because literally they're like, yeah, it's basically OKC in Arsenal form, and because it's true. Because if you see even like Gabriel, like whenever they're fighting for a ball in the air in position, they'll watch and see where the refs is and watch them turn away, and then they'll immediately like throw themselves on the ground to get a call.
Hmm.
And more often than not, they do get that call in the Premier League. And that's
Yeah.
what they've been doing all year round, and it's what how that team survives.
Hey, but
But
football will save them. So
yeah,
football will
football will
save.
save.
But we were talking before we even started recording that we couldn't really find out a huge standout performer. I questioned what is it? What's his name?
Vitinha.
Vitinha being man of the match, and I was telling you that I don't really agree with it. I think he was doing a lot of backwards passes, lateral passes. I think uh, João Neves probably deserves a little bit more because of his defense. Maybe it's Marquinhos, but. It was weird. It was a weird game. Arsenal didn't help the fact that there were just 11 in the box once they scored.
Yeah, well, like you said, it was 11 players in the back. PSG was trying to create football, and then Arsenal would literally stop the game for like any fouls or like just like we were saying, time wasting. So
Hmm.
it was hard to build up any rhythm because they just literally killed any rhythm they would have. So and it's like you also like you said beforehand, most likely because it was such a defensive game, the man of the match probably would have gone to Gabriel, but then he hit the moon when he kicked the penalty. So
Or Eze just shooting it far left. I'm glad the goalie just stood still and Eze, I think, overcompensated, just bad positioning. Because that's like the worst part about those penalty kicks. Like he was doing like the slow run up and waiting for the goalie to move. If he doesn't move, you have to just hit it
yeah,
perfect. I think pretty much almost perfect because he's not gonna have too much power into that kick. And yeah, he overcompensated. And then the Gabriel thing. It's the football gods.
yeah, dude, stay humble, as you said.
Stay humble, dude. Um, that was hilarious. But who would you give the man of the match to other than Vitinha? Or do you
Uh,
think it was justified that Vitinha had a pretty standout game?
uh, I said I don't think he had a great game. I feel I was saying João Neves was all right. Uh, you said Marquinhos. I say Pacho was probably overall the better defender of that back line.
Hmm.
I still have problems with Safonov. I feel like he lacks a lot, and I feel like PSG should be in the market for a goalkeeper, especially with the way Chevalier just hasn't been the answer, and it just makes more of a glaring mistake that they let Donnarumma
Yeah,
go.
Safonov hit the Ter Stegen, just stood still. on the
Yeah.
hybrid school.
I feel like out of the front three, Usman Dembele did score the penalty, but I feel like Kvaratskhelia was the one that was creating chances.
But again, he was getting stopped a lot. I think second half he had a more of a bigger performance, but even then, it was just tired legs.
Yeah. Well, he was just waiting because he kept on getting double teamed because he would get past Mosquera and then there's still like 10 people in that box
Yeah.
and start to do anything. Like you can't dribble that much because they leave no space in that box because they're all
And
there.
I wish PSG like did a lot more 1-2s because that's what got them the penalty and that's what like was successful. They were just like again trying to take on their bandit, but it's hard when there's another one. Only Lamine Yamal can do that, you know.
I
Not
don't know
everyone's
about
him.
that, but yeah, I don't know about
Um,
that.
but man, I feel like we're missing something about the final. Um,
One point that I did want to bring up was I was telling you this what was it yesterday?
hmm,
That I saw a lot of Arsenal fans coping that saying that this was just for this year, that they were just using this type of play or style to get them over the hump, get the Premier League title, and then next year Arteta's gonna bring back beautiful football, and that they're gonna dominate teams and change this like immediately become this attacking team that everyone loves to watch, and it's gonna change the narrative around the team. And I see this final performance, and I see there's no sign of that happening anytime soon because this would have been his chance because I feel like this was a perfect chance to show it because there's no pressure on them. PSG were the heavy favorites outside of England because they're delusional, but like the rest of the world saw PSG as the favorites, and everyone expected a defensive performance from Arsenal. So if they came out and actually tried to play football, I feel like
yep.
it would have been applauded, and everyone would be like, "All right, we'll maybe it was just for that. Maybe there's a different vision." But it wasn't. As soon as they scored, they immediately reverted to what they know and what's brought them results in the Premier League and sit back and defend.
Yeah, they don't
And
know how to attack too much at
yeah,
all. I mean, like I told you, I think the reason they won the Premier League, it's I guess you could say that for every title, but not for them. It literally this was like their Leicester year. Remember with the Leicester, like no one wanted to win the Premier League. That's how Leicester was able to get it. Yes, they were fantastic, but I think it was like
culmination of a bunch of other things as well.
yeah, it was a combination of a bunch of other things. And this is what pretty much was for Arsenal. It was a city that was losing Pep and they don't know what to do. And they're like he was like questioning himself. It wasn't
He
himself.
his family was kidnapped, as
Family
you
was
quote.
kidnapped. Um Chelsea crumbling inside. They had so many managers. They don't really know where they're going with their huge squad, which we kind of saw coming. Um,
Liverpool,
Liverpool, same thing, internal crumbling. The players didn't like the coach, and there was a coup against them. Tottenham about to get relegated. Man U, same thing. They started being better in the second half of the year because they beat Arsenal. So, I mean, I don't think it'll be the same for next year. I think this year everyone kind of figured
and
them
don't
out.
and don't forget the refs helping them and the league literally helping them because what was it? They English
Zero
fans are calling it,
pens and zero reds.
yeah, 0 pens against them and 0 reds for the team. And then the league released the list of who got the most favorable calls, and Arsenal were like on the top of that list.
Yeah, so it was just a combination of a bunch of different things. I don't think it'll be the same thing next year. I was telling you, I think yesterday that I think over the past couple of games Arsenal have been playing, they haven't been scoring more than one goal towards the end of the season, and it's gonna bite you in the rear end because like teams are figuring you out. They know you can't attack, and who are they gonna buy this summer? Julian Alvarez? I don't think so. Barca's in the lead for them, and that's if they get him. Uh, Groupie, the Bournemouth striker, it looks like he's going to PSG because PSG has heavy pursuits on him. Who else would they get as another winger?
But that's where like people would be like they'll say names like Rafael would be a good shout, but he doesn't fit. We all
Mm,
know Mikel Arteta style because he doesn't defend like that. He's not gonna put in the defensive shift that Arteta wants from his players. So even though he'll bring that magic to the offense, he won't do it. So it's like you could say all these names, but as we've seen from Arteta, he doesn't care about that.
I bet you anything that because Leao has asked to leave, and we're mentioning that now. I bet you anything Leao does go to Arsenal, Arteta starts him, things are not going well. They concede like multiple goals and they bench him.
And
That's what will happen if he does go there.
And as we've seen, Arteta always he might get like a big squad, but he has his favorites and he doesn't rotate
He's
well.
Tom
And
Thibodeau of soccer.
yeah, he'll run his team through and no matter what. And as we've seen from their star boy from Bukayo Saka, he doesn't provide anything offensively. He can't take on the man. He can't do anything. And then the big moments get to him. He gets afraid. He doesn't do anything. He disappears. He hides under the mattress. Like he is just not meant for that. He's not a big time player. Because what was this game? He even got substituted for Noni Madueke.
And it was then he has the audacity to be pissed. Madueke provided more attacking, not in the penalties because he decided not to take one for some reason, but he did provide a lot more danger compared to Saka. Saka, my boy, you're just another right back. You're playing with two right backs.
Yeah, what was the stat? He completed four passes,
I gotta look it up.
four
But it wasn't too
pass.
much.
Yeah, it was four passes, zero dribbles, zero take on, zero just 62 minutes of him standing there.
Oh, I love it, dude. I looked up the Champions League and Foot Mob. Arsenal is at the top for them to lose.
Yeah, it was a horrendous it was just a horrendous watch.
Let's see. Saka 6.1. 83 minutes played. Expected goals 0.1. Um, that's expected goals plus expected assists. It's still 0.1.
Yeah. No.
Distance covered 5.8. Accurate passes 4 out of 8. So he only passed the ball 8 times and only 50% accuracy when it comes to that. He has one block shot and that's outside the box.
Yeah, dude, defensive, yeah, of course.
Defensive contributions is only 2, by the way, so we can't even say that. He had 26 touches. Imagine Messi or Ronaldo having only 26 touches in a game. Henri, dude, they'd get crucified.
Yeah, they did get crucified. Meanwhile, Arsenal fans over here glamoring over their I can't even say it, man.
Successful dribbles, 0 out of 4. Accurate crosses, 0 of 1. Defensive contributions, I said 2. He had 1 tackle and 1 clearance. He had 3 recoveries and he got dribbled past twice. He won 4 out of 15 ground duels. He won the aerial duels 3 out of 3, but he committed 4 fouls. My guy, yeah, this is a horrible heat map. And even in the heat map, it's just showing him like in the middle of the pitch, and that's it.
So yeah,
But
like I said, just standing there.
yeah, Kvaratskhelia, he was a little bit all over the place. I think Kai Havertz had a better game than Saka.
Well, yeah, they were saying 2 goals in 2 finals.
Yeah, it was honestly when he since he came back from injury, he's been pretty decent. He's been like probably their 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 best attacker. I don't know. Have you been seeing the Gyökeres memes everywhere on Twitter? That is just him like trying to control a ball, like chasing a ball down.
Yeah,
By the way, that last shot he had, I thought it was pretty decent. I think that could have gone in. Like before the 90 and extra times. That was a
yeah,
decent shot and it got blocked. But other than that, he didn't do much.
yeah,
Oh
yeah,
man.
yeah. It's just
PSG had us scared, dude.
yeah, it was just terrorism on the eyes. Because
Yeah,
literally, it was such a boring match. Only because it was a final that we had to like watch through it. Literally, these are the type of games that no one watches unless you have to. And we had to just because it needed to happen because we needed PSG to win to save football.
by the way, Mosquera, I forgot to mention about the referee. He should have had a second yellow for that penalty.
Yeah,
The player beat him. He was through. Could have taken a shot. I'm not saying a direct record, but it was a second yellow for sure.
it was a second yellow for sure.
Yeah, but hey, they had to help up a little bit. I don't think the ref wanted that on him. He didn't want the English fans just crying about him. But yes, it was such a successful hate watch. Once the he missed the penalty, I went straight to Twitter just to start trolling.
Dude, I'm telling you, I sent so many things to you. Yeah, it was a great day.
That was a great day to be in football Twitter. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
It was
with the
so funny that basketball Twitter started getting involved.
yeah, dude. I think everyone just joined in because I think it's universal. Everyone hated. I saw this TikTok of because the funniest thing is also Arsenal decided because they were so cocksure that they were gonna win the final that they decided to hold a parade the day after.
Oh my God. I know. And it was the best thing ever. I'm like, you could just see that these guys don't want to be there. Fresh off a Champions League loss. Yes, whoever made that decision, I applaud you. They're
Yeah,
an
great
Arsenal
this.
hater too.
And then I saw on TikTok there was this guy because you know the streets were filled and he was just walking around recording himself laughing at Arsenal fans.
Oh, I saw that. I saw that today.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's a great video.
No, but I'm waiting. Where's Pitchside at? I need Pitchside's reaction. I need theirs. I saw Arsenal TV's reaction. Pitchside have not uploaded anything. I
Uh,
need to see their reaction about everything. Because normally they live stream the games, unless they deleted the VOD themselves and like they
uh,
live stream the reactions. But this time they didn't. So I need to see what their reaction is because I know a lot of them are Arsenal fans.
yeah, they're just so hard because they have no f football knowledge and they're so bad. They give out the worst takes.
Like it was so bad, KSI had to leave the Sidemen to distract us somehow.
You see, he announced it and then everyone's like, oh, this is a Champions League forfeit. No one believes it. Literally, I think the BBC even reported, and they're like, "Yeah, crazy.
They had to
This part,
confirm.
yeah,
No, they're not distracting us, KSI. Arsenal lost that final, and that's so funny. How many European finals have Arsenal been in?
two.
Two, right? Oh for two. That's crazy.
And then the other one was the Arsenal Barca one, 2-1.
Hmm.
Yeah,
When we say football again.
and then right after, I think Thuram rejoined Barca, didn't he?
We did. We took their best player,
Yeah,
and then we
right,
went to
right
trouble.
after.
And everyone ends up leaving. Saka, you know what? He's gonna stay. Club legend.
Dude, who wants him?
He's gonna be transformed into a right back.
Dude, it was funny because another one of those podcasts. What was it? The one I always tell you about. The one from Beta Squad.
Yes, I think I know which one.
Yeah, they were doing I saw that they were doing like a Mount Rushmore for their clubs. And so there was like one guy for Real Madrid, one for Manchester United, for Bayern, because they were doing all the big clubs for like Barca and everything. And they came to the Arsenal one, right?
Hmm.
And in his Mount Rushmore, he wanted to, I think for like the honorable mention, he's like Saka. Imagine imagine your club saying that your honorable mention is Saka.
The crazy part is that Aubameyang has had a bigger impact on Arsenal than Saka has ever had in his career.
Yeah, but they don't want to say that because he's a traitor or they hate him or because he had problems with Mikel Arteta. And you know how he has him on strings.
It's it's so dumb. That's like stop. He's not even your current best player in the team. It's probably Declan Rice or Gabriel. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you saw Saliba has a back injury. He might miss the World
Yeah,
Cup.
yeah, I saw that because I saw that reports saying that they might call up Camavinga.
Man, 9 days away though.
Yep, 9 days away from I don't know how to feel. I was telling Chetiz Mucho yesterday. I was like, I don't feel like it's as hyped for this World Cup, especially with like everything that's going on with like the prices and being held here. Like, it just doesn't feel as hype or like the build up to it isn't as crazy as I feel like previous ones have been.
No, it hasn't. I did mention it to Zach and my friend Andres that it didn't help that they expanded it. So like the group stage, there's like no group of death. There's no matchups to look forward to. I joke about it all the time with Carol. I'm like, I can't go out this day. It's Curaçao versus versus Jordania partidazo. So
Yeah,
it's gonna be a lot of that. So not until the round of 32 is when things start getting interesting. So take it as it goes. But I am excited, at least for the knockout stage.
yeah,
But we got to just endure this first part.
yeah, dude. I still got my bet.
Yep. What's the bet?
I I got two bets with Edu. Uh, I bet that Cristiano Ronaldo's gonna score 5+ goals, so like
Mhm.
5 and up. And he said, was it Peru or Ecuador? One of the two is a dark horse for the World Cup.
I think he probably meant Ecuador. I think Ecuador is a decent shout. I think defensively they're pretty good. They're the Arsenal of Europe world football right now. But
Yeah, I think he said that they make like semis or quarters. I can't remember.
I'm telling you, I think they do have a decent squad because they have Caicedo, then they have Pacho too. And they're both pretty well defensively, so they could just round it off. they'll be good. But again, don't expect a lot of goals from them.
Trust me, I'm not watching them.
Don't worry.
I
I'm
I
watching.
I I
I'm
I,
watching
I,
every World Cup game, Jesse. I'm watching
I
every single
I don't need terrorism ball. I've had enough for this year. I've
one.
had enough for my lifetime. Oh, and before that, I just want to say, in the Real Madrid presidential elections are going on right now. I I was saying firmly neutral, but a terrorist has decided to try and infiltrate my club,
Who?
and he's trying to bring in a narrow terrorist as well. I sent it to you, Jerry.
Who is it? I know you
Enrique
sent
Ri-
it.
Enrique Riquelme, you terrorist. You are over here promising to bring Mikel Arteta to coach Real Madrid. How dare you try to ruin my life?
Please, new election. I'm gonna register as a Real Madrid voter and I'm gonna vote for him. Because
Yeah,
I
no.
want him there. That's where he needs to be. That's the place he has to be. He's
He,
gonna
I
bring the
swear.
light bulb and be like, you have to be like Thomas Edison. You need to connect to bring each other light. You gotta bring light to them. I just saw that today. That was hilarious.
Yeah, and then he's like, "Oh, my superstar signings, Rodri and Ruben Diaz." Yeah, man, put the fries in the bag because no one wants this shit.
Yeah, Ruben Diaz has been injury prone. Same thing with Rodri since he won the Ballon d'Oro. And I'm pretty sure Vinicius won't be too happy about that. So
And then he brings in, he's promising to bring in Mikel Arteta. What
bring him
is
in.
this?
Bring him in.
I swear, if I will personally fly to Madrid if any of this happens. I will take one for the team,
Allegedly.
allegedly in game.
Oh man, I'm trying to.
Should I just start rattling off things?
Yeah,
Liverpool fired Arne Slot at the end of the season, and then our the favorite right now is Andre Raiola. We were wondering why he was waiting so long. Apparently, he knew something that we didn't, and apparently it was the Liverpool job because he's supposedly favorite and is gonna take over. And this has also had brought different changes to what everyone expected from Liverpool because Mo Salah was expected to leave, but now he's trying to make a turnaround and stay in Liverpool.
yeah, it's insane. I didn't expect it to happen. I thought at one point Liverpool announced that he was staying, but I
Yeah.
guess they were just working behind his back. Maybe it had something to do with Salah's post and like again more player meetings that manager didn't know about. So they probably put pressure on the club.
Yeah. But I think it's crazy because they waited because like I think what the perfect candidate for them because it's like former legend, good coach as like Xabi Alonso. Like I think that would have fit
Mhm.
everything and especially because he was beloved by the Liverpool fans, so that would have been like a good, easy marketing job there. But instead, either like he's a great coach, but I feel like he would be underappreciated by Liverpool fans, and they might like be quick to turn on him because there was a is a contingent of fans that really like Arne Slot, so they might, not give Iraola the chance he deserves. But he is like a really good coach, and I think he will do a good job there.
Yeah, definitely. Me too. I'm excited to see what he does. And there's still a lot of the holes he has to plug into Liverpool, especially on the defense end. And then maybe he needs another left winger. There's a lot of things aren't working out. There's Gakpo, but yeah, it's a lot of things to work out.
Yeah, and then especially after Konate left on a free and is currently on the market. Real Madrid are currently favorites and are linked with him, especially with Florentino Perez really liking him.
Saudi Arabian club is also trying to move in on him and just give him a bunch of cash. So they do have competition when it comes to the wages. But again, with Real Madrid, we won't know who they sign until after they elect the
Uh,
president.
yeah, yeah, but we all know who we should vote for, right, guys? I need everyone to, pray with me because we can't allow this to happen.
It's a win-win for me, bro. I don't mind if Florentino stays. I don't mind if they get the new guy and bring in Mikel Arteta. It's a win-win.
But yeah, who else? Michel went is going to Ajax from Girona.
Hmm Arnie Slot's
Uh,
linked to AC Milan. We'll start off with that. Yeah, you're just telling me that there
uh,
was a coaching roulette in the Serie A.
yeah, they basically made a big circle and they all just traded coaches. They basically are just rotating coaches at this point, similar to I use the example of Liga MX because they just use one coach for a year, then they get another one, and then it's basically they use the same coaches over and over, and that's why the Serie A is stalling because they just keep on repeating coaches. It's either Allegri, it's either Conte, it's where is it, Lippi or not Lippi? the one from Juventus, Spalletti,
Spalletti.
Sarri.
Gattuso's still there. He's a part of
Yeah,
it now.
yeah, they're all just like rotating because
But yeah, that it never grows because there's no one revolutionizing the way they play or trying to make adjustments. Everyone knows how they play.
yeah, and then the one that did got fired in Thiago Motta, who was actually trying to play good football
Yeah.
and hasn't gotten a job since.
Flew too close to the sun. Well, not
Yep.
really. Yeah, he probably just should have stayed like just Fabregas. I think Fabregas is making a good move by just staying. Like, hey, I'm sticking with my squad. We're gonna do something. But
Yeah.
it is.
But Kevin De Bruyne said that he's happy that Antonio Conte left because they have different philosophies. He's like, some prefer attacking, some prefer defending. When I came here, the promises weren't fulfilled because we were playing like a 5-4-1, and it's like that's not the type of football I want to play. It doesn't make me happy. Well, get ready because you're about to experience even a worse version with Allegri being announced as a Napoli coach.
Yeah, that guy's more of a stats guy, and he'll take a tie playing away. I don't know. I don't know why he's so happy. Like, he's probably gonna get Conte next year if he moves to another Serie A team and they're gonna announce him as the coach. Um, but yeah, I don't know what else he expected. Honestly, we know Conte. We know how he plays. He knew it, but is what it is. But we'll see if Italian football grows anymore. And it's crazy too because they had a good campaign the previous Champions League, but then nothing came out of it. They failed to qualify for the World Cup, and again
Hmm.
this year they're like they weren't too competitive in the Champions League. So man, more roulettes.
But staying in the Serie A, we were talking about a big disappointment from UEFA for saying that Como Stadium isn't up to standard.
It's dumb. They're at risk and they have to make improvements of the stadium to meet their standards and meet the requirements. But I was asking Jesse, how can they meet those requirements if they're like that one Uzbekistan team, the Real Madrid player, was it Uzbekistan? I think
Uh, or Kazakhstan or something like,
Kazakhstan.
well,
Yeah,
yeah, I
that
think
was the Eastern
Kazakhstan.
European. Like their stadium wasn't the best, but it was their stadium, and it meets UEFA standards, but not Como's. It's weird. I don't know. I wonder what it was. Did they have, I think they probably have to add a couple more seats or something. Well,
Yeah. But it's such a great stadium. And I know like a couple players were even saying that they were looking forward to getting the chance to be able to play there because Lake Como is said to be like one of the most beautiful places in Italy, and it's like a really great spot to like go there and visit. So there's like, because I think what was it? You mentioned that they said that they're trying to force them to like have to rent out what the Stadio Olympic or some like just a different stadium completely.
yeah, and I have it right here. Uh, yeah, Como was unable to play their Champions League games at their iconic Stadio Giuseppe, I can't even pronounce it. Was made by rulings. The instead, Cheshire side will have to play their home games at the Sassuolo Stadium, which is 128 miles from their home ground. So, like, yeah, they can't even make the things. But apparently, the ruling was that because of the stadium's historic curve consisted of metal scaffolding, and the pitch requires modifications. Como's still going under major renovations. While they work on that, they will play the games in Sassuolo Stadium, which sucks. Mm. Yeah, it's again all these technicalities. It's pretty dumb because yeah, it's not really a home stadium. Because I know you felt it when Real Madrid was playing away from their home stadium when they were doing
Y-
renovations on the Bernabeu, and same thing with Barcelona. I've seen it. It's not the same.
Yeah, it's like whenever you have to like play away from your home stadium, it's not the same even if it's like your own like what was it? Substitute stadium, even if it's like part of like close to it or like around it. It's not the same. It doesn't bring the same atmosphere because each stadium, especially historical ones or like have been a part of your club for years, they just build like this atmosphere, this like energy around it that you can feel it and it's palpable when you're playing it in there. And especially it helps the home team and then you feel it as an away player, like you just know. Like as especially as England fans like to say that Anfield Stadium has or is it uh
Aura, dude, that's what they say.
yeah, aura. It doesn't, but for them it does, but they don't compete well in Europe, so they wouldn't understand.
Man, anyone could pump noises through their speakers. They may call it aura, but hey, let them do it. What else did you want to talk about? You said you had some sort of list that you were like
Oh, CBS, what is it?
golazo.
Golasso announced a list of the top 10 wonder kids to watch out for in the World Cup, and I was telling you it's so ridiculous because the names they left off this list, and then their excuse was that they weren't that this was for a list for not established players, young players, but in that list they have Desiree Doué, and I'm just like, then why not include the other ones? Because the list is
And
was
he's probably an older one too. I think he's 21 or 22.
yeah, he's 21. So the list is at 10, it's Ibrahim Massa from Leverkusen for Algeria. I mean, that's a good shout. It's underrated. No one's probably someone to look out for. Then Nico Riley, and like another established one at 8.
Hmm.
Yan Diomande, Ryan,
Oh, well,
Imri.
Ryan is not gonna. I don't think he starts.
Well,
There's so
yeah,
many big names.
he's a right winger. He probably like he's if anything he's Endrick already is the backup for like that front line. Ryan's his backup.
Yeah, you're not sitting Rafinha down. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And then there's Ibrahim Mbaye for Senegal.
Not a bad shout, but does he deserve to be in the top 10 list? Because go on, I'll let you finish it.
And then 4 is Antonio Nusa from Norway, which that could be cool. That's
Hmm.
a unexpected one. He's doing pretty decent, but also 21. And then there's a duo at 3, Nico Paz at 2, and then Leonard Carl 1.
They just had to find a way to leave my boy Lamine Yamal out, Arda Güler out.
Yeah, yelled this out like they left like they're like, oh, these players are established. I'm like, but you have Endrick and Desiree Doué on there. Like, how are you gonna leave these guys out then?
The biggest one is Desiree Doué because again, he's old. He's older, not old, but first World Cup. What is it? Young Player of the Year award last year. Won the Champions League last year with 2 goals. Was a protagonist this year in this year's Champions League. Come on, man. You can't do that. You can't just leave out players to try to add other players. Again, those are the players. There was good shouts, but Ryan, I think that's probably my biggest one. Is like he's not going to be able to play.
Yeah, and then if you're same from the same vein for PSG, like if you're gonna put Desiree Doué, what about Joao Neves?
Exactly.
What
He's
about Joao
probably one of the
Neves?
biggest ones. His first World Cup
Like,
too.
what is this? What is this list?
And they try to be different, Jesse. And again, don't you, I think this is why they probably made it so we could talk about it and why they left them out. But again, clickbait, come on, dude. Everyone's going to you for this information. The people that clickbait is me and you. Like
Yeah,
podcasts like this that are smaller, that need the views, that want controversies, that want people to engage in the comments, not giant networks that
yeah,
you trust and analyze.
yeah. Not one that has millions of dollars in the PR budget. Like, what are we doing? And especially coming for like as an American network that it's like trying to draw to the American audience. Like they don't know, they don't have the research or like gonna go over there and like actually look into it. They're just gonna take this uh verbatim and then just look at that list and be like, all right, that's who it is.
Hmm. Not knowing that Lamine Yamal is there, that Arda Güler is there, like legit protagonists of their clubs. But hey, they got it's working, dude. We're talking about it.
Yeah, man, it's such a bad list.
Definitely is. But hey, what could you expect? It's better than the Fox Sport one, I'll tell you that.
Which one's a Fox Sport one?
Don't you remember they had like Chris Richards or something from the US over
Oh
like
yeah.
Pedri? Who's they have like an
Oh yeah.
impactful tournament?
Yeah.
So at least it's better than that. They were actually pretty decent players. But we're just questioning their reasoning on certain omissions from certain players. But hey, it is what it is. What else is there, Jesse?
Uh I think that's it. I got
For sure. Just want to say, not a huge fan of the Rams. I don't know how they keep remaining competitive. They got Myles Garrett. Jared Verse, we feel for you, dude. Just ask for a trade and come to the Bears.
Yeah, man, it's sad really when you're in LA, you're competing, you're almost at a Super Bowl, and then you get a call, and you're just like, hey, you're going to Cleveland. You're going to the Browns.
They're going to the Browns with a
Yeah,
couple picks. Like, oh, you're happy about Myles Garrett? Slow your roll. You're part of that trade.
Yeah, but you're just like, dude, my whole summer is ruined. Imagine you get
Oh
called in,
yeah. Oh yeah. That's shock. All the plans I made, cancel
cancel him, dude. I'm depressed.
them. Get me out of this team.
Give me out.
Rookie deal, I'm not signing it. No, you have to. It's a lot of money.
Yeah,
But
dude. Because imagine they're still over here trying to argue Deshaun Watson over Shador at QB.
oh man.
And
Good
then that
luck.
defense, remember, it was Miles Garrett getting double team, getting all these sacks.
Triple team. Now
Now
it's gonna be
it's
you.
now it's me. I don't got anyone on here. I'm by myself. Yeah, man. Yo, agent, get to work.
I saw TikTok saying like yeah that he's gonna request a retirement if he doesn't get traded, which I would.
I would, honestly, because
Come to the Bears. Come to the Bears.
yeah, man, because honestly, we'll save your life. We'll save
Definitely.
your
You definitely will. But all right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This has been the Play On Podcast. Peace.
peace.